Late last year, Land Rover introduced us to the new 2020 Evoque, but they did it in a private ceremony over in Europe. Well, here we are. This is the Chicago Auto Show in early 2019, and we have the North American debut of the 2020 Range Rover Evoque here. It's a little bit longer, a little bit different than the last one. It's got 2-liter turbocharged powertrains and a host of really cool new features to help it go off-road. Let's have a better look at the new 2020 Evoque. Front to back, the new 2020 Range Rover Evoque is all new. Check out this styling. The best way to describe this really is Velarified. It looks like the Range Rover Velar. It's so sleek. There's a minimum of cladding. You've got really slim LED headlights. You don't see any big weird fender strakes. You don't see any big plastic pieces on the side. The thing is sleek, it's clean, it's fantastic. Take a walk down the side of the new Evoque. It is really dramatic. Wheels could be had up to 21 inches, and look at that ground clearance. Those are kind of at odds with each other. You're not going to want to go off-road with 21-inch on-road tires, but you know what? It's got systems on board. You certainly can. There are 2 possible powertrains with the new 2020 Evoque. The standard engine is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, and it makes 246 horsepower and 269 pound-feet of torque. Now, if you opt for the R-Dynamic models, you'll get a mild hybrid powertrain. Same turbocharged 2-liter, but they've bumped up the power and torque. It's 296 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. It's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission and standard all-wheel drive, and it could get you just about anywhere you need to go. Now, just because you've opted for the entry-level Range Rover doesn't mean that this interior isn't absolutely sumptuous. They've really upgraded things in here. The quality of the leather, the quality of the seats, everything looks and feels like a seriously premium luxury vehicle. Now, you've got a couple of things that are a little controversial. You have 2 10-inch touchscreens here that control a lot of things such as your climate control. We're not really big fans of this kind of touch-sensitive stuff because it requires you to dedicate a lot of concentration to make sure you've actually touched the button that you want. There's a 12.3-inch digital screen as well in front of you that is reconfigurable, but there's a really cool feature in here that's debuting on the Evoque that you might not find on anything else. This is the ClearSight Ground View feature, and it uses a front-facing camera to actually allow you to see what's in front of the car and under it. Now, why would you really want something like this? In an off-road vehicle, if you're going up over a hill, you can actually see what's on the other side of the hill as you're cresting it, or if you're approaching a very steep drop-off, you can actually see down what's in front of you to help you get down the hill as well. Now, are you likely to go off-road in your new Range Rover Evoque? No, probably not, but this feature is likely to start appearing on a lot of new Range Rovers, and there are people that do take them off-road. As for what else is new on the 2020 Evoque, well, Range Rover say they've made the cargo area 6% bigger. I don't know if that's something that you can really tell by looking at it, but it's still a decent amount of cargo room for a small luxury SUV like this, meant to go up against things like the BMW X3 or the Audi Q5. Now, the new 2020 Evoque is scheduled to be in showrooms in the United States in the second quarter of this year, which is around springtime. And if you'd like to learn more about the new 2020 Evoque, look everything up on Cars.com.